What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video on overcoming retroactive jealousy. My name is Matt, and in today's video we're going to be talking about sexual past and sexual partners. And does the number of sexual partners you actually have really matter? And should you sleep with more people in order to get even with your significant other, or in order to match up to their amount of sexual partners, or to have a little more sexual history than them? Should you be doing that stuff? Can that actually cure retroactive jealousy? Well, I think you know the answer. The answer to that is absolutely not. But I want to make a video on this because it feels so real when you're suffering that this will actually make things better. It's almost this idea that our brain tells us that if we have more sexual history, if we have a higher number than our significant other, then the thought of them with someone else in the past won't bother us, because we can just automatically think to ourselves, well, yeah, they did this, but I've done much more, like comparing for whatever reason. And I'm not coming down on anybody and saying you shouldn't think that way. One, you shouldn't think that way, but I thought that way for 13 years when I was suffering. I mean, I would get into relationships, I would then find out their number or what their past was like, and so I would go out, and if my number was lower, I would go out and get even or get a little more, so on and so forth. Literally cheat on my girlfriends, whatever it was, to get even. Is a complete vicious cycle that your mind is playing on you. It's absolutely insane. But you really in the moment think that if I do this, I won't feel these thoughts anymore. And all that is a compulsion. Remember, retroactive jealousy is OCD. We're obsessing over something. We want to try to mask the pain and get rid of it, so we do a compulsion to try to get over the pain, thinking that it's going to be a permanent change, but it doesn't last us very long, and we get right back to doing it. So sexual partners, or adding to your sexual history in order to get even with a significant other, is the exact same compulsion as exploring the thought. It's the exact same compulsion as going on social media and looking at photos. It seems so much bigger, but it's not. Like, it's the exact same level as those. So you're going to do this, you're going to feel a little bit of relief, maybe even for a couple days. You're going to feel, oh, well, now I slept with someone too, so I feel much better about myself. But the retroactive jealousy cycle is going to come back because you haven't taught your brain that there's nothing to fear in these thoughts. So it's going to find a way to come back to you. And again, I've said it again and again and again, there's no way around this. You can't, find somebody who's had one past relationship or one past sexual encounter, or complete virgins, and then you have 100 in your past. If you have retroactive jealousy, and you haven't faced it head on, you're going to continue to have it over and over and over again. And like I said, I've never, ever in my life, through all the research I've done, all the videos I've watched, all the people I've helped, ever found somebody that said, oh, I was suffering from retroactive jealousy. I've only slept with 5 people, but my significant other slept with 6 people. So I went out, cheated on them, slept with 2 more people. Now I have more partners than they do in the past, and so I'm cured. Not ever has that ever happened. And again, you hear of people that have like 200 past sexual encounters, 200, and their girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever, have like 5. And the person that has 200 suffers from retroactive jealousy and is upset over the 5 that their significant other has. It does not matter. Again, you might really think it does. I thought it did. Hugely, I thought it did. And I ended so many relationships because of it. I cheated so much because of it, because I was just trying to get this number up, 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 up. But there's no limits to this. There's no limits whatsoever. It's just retroactive jealousy is going to keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. So does the past matter? Does the number matter? It really does not. As much as you don't want to believe that right now, as much as your brain is telling you, no, 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 it kind of does, it kind of does, kind of does. I saw in this movie one time that it does. This person says it does. It really doesn't matter. And once you get over retroactive jealousy, you'll see, really, when your brain is kind of balanced out, your nervous system's dropped, you'll see that it actually really does not matter. So the key to all of this, again, is to just stop. You don't need to have more sexual partners. You don't need to question your significant other about their past. You don't need to do any of that. All that's going to do is cause retroactive jealousy to get worse and worse and worse and spiral out of control. And that's the last thing we want. We want to face it head on, and we need to control as much as possible. And when I say control, I mean when that thought comes in that you need to cheat or do something, you cannot explore that thought. You just let it in. You might feel the need of a compulsion. You might feel the need to, go on Tinder and find somebody nearby, or go online and find somebody to... Don't do it. Doing that makes everything worse. Let all your intrusive retroactive jealousy thoughts come in, but do not compulse, do not act on them. Say a little affirmation or something to your brain or to yourself that this is not real, I'm not going to do this, and then refocus on something else. Or this is not me, this is a medical condition, this is OCD, this is just my retroactive jealousy, I'm not going to act on this. And then refocus on something else and continue doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. And then when your retroactive jealousy is done and gone and cured and complete, I promise you, you're not even going to think about numbers. You're not even going to think about, should I cheat? Should I do this to get even? You're not going to think about any of that, because you'll be thinking clearly now. You won't be thinking with your brain out of whack. You won't be thinking with your nervous system up to here. You'll be thinking in a nice, calm fashion and realizing that none of this actually matters. I'm happy with my significant other the way they are. I'm happy with my situation the way they are. And I'm going to keep living the life that I've always dreamed of living with the person that I love. And it just comes down to that. So no number, no past history, nothing will make you overcome retroactive jealousy. It has to do with how you react to the thoughts, the intrusive thoughts, the feelings, how you react each and every time they come through. Don't do your compulsions. Allow the feeling in. Feel it. It sucks. I get it. It feels real. It's not. Push through. And in due time, I promise you, you will get over and overcome retroactive jealousy. If you need a little more assistance on overcoming retroactive jealousy, I got 2 plugs for you. I got my retroactive jealousy course that I just updated. Almost 3 hours of extra one-on-one help. Activities and exercises that we do together, step-by-step instructions, things like that. You have access to a Q&A section. You can ask me anything at any time, and I will answer within 24 hours. I always try my best on that. And then Retroactive Jealousy Relief Group on Facebook, if you want to join that. We're still trying to build that up more and more and more for everybody to help each other out on there. I'm on there too helping. And that's completely free to join, and you can do that below too. So once again, thanks for watching, everybody, and let's power through. Let's defeat retroactive jealousy, and until then, I'll see you in the next video.